All right. Oh, like stream marker. All right. Here we have a piece of fiction called Lucid Dream from Hanzacek. We are going to critique it. Uh, Not going to judge, but um, this is going to be good. Let's see. Can we zoom in a little bit? All right. Oh, too much. Okay. There was a forest. I am walking through the forest and then see a person that I know. It is my brother. He somehow got to this place with me. Were we walking? I forgot the question. For I forget the question and just enjoy the walk. As we walk, we see other people. They are gathering something. As we get closer, I sense eyes watching me. It is really uncomfortable feeling, but I can see no one. It's it is a real it is really uncomfortable feeling. Um, it is really an uncomfortable. You can put in like the word "an" right there, but I can see no one. People people are gathering wood, and we offer to help. We gather a while, then we hear a running, and we join them. Somehow we are all managing to escape, making our way through the forest, jumping over the roots, being hit by branches. It's a mad run for our life. Okay, if you've been talking about we, but it would need to be lives. Okay, that's fine. This is a rough. Okay, this is a pre-alpha draft, and we're just going through. Um, Making our way through the world today takes everything we got. Making our way through the forest, jumping over the roots. It's a mad run for our life. We finally get to the edge of the forest. There is a meadow and a river. There is a hedge grow closer to the river that stands stands in our way, and in the middle of the meadow is a small pond. Next to the pond is one willow. We have to run around the pond to get to safety. All right. Now, see, one of the things that we have here is you're saying this, and it's very straightforward. And for a first draft, that's great because you're painting the scene. One thing you could say is, um, the willow. It's okay. In the middle of the meadow is a small pond. Next to that pond is one willow. You could say something to the effect of a single willow tree hangs over the pond in the middle of the meadow. That way, one sentence is describing the scene, and you're taking the tree and the pond, so you're describing what's in the middle of the meadow. Now, I do harp a lot about one thought, one sentence, okay? But for style and brevity, you can say instead of describing each plant as a different thing, thus requiring one sentence each, you could say, I'm describing the middle of the meadow. The middle of the meadow has a tree overlooking, hanging its branches over a pond. Okay? Oh, come on. I just yawned. All right, there you go. It's a 2-year-old thing. I understand what you mean. Probably nowadays I would not make that mistake. suffering as much as you. Oh, having people read your fiction. Oh, yeah. I cringe. I cringe when people read my stuff. Okay, but see, you got the. This is what first drafts are for, though. Dump, excuse me, dump all of the information in there, and dump it all in there, and then polish it. Okay. I will process something shorter I have and share it with you next week. Great. Look forward to it. Yes, I have gone through um, puberty. My voice doesn't always squeak like that. I have children. Ugh. All right. I mean, I, all right. Next to the pond is okay. We have to run around the pond to get to safety. I somehow know it, and that is what we will do. We run. I look around and see the wolves at the edge of the forest running for us. As we pass the willow, I hear a scream and look back. I can see a big wolf holding my brother. Okay. With this, I wake up. Okay. You can see the big wolf holding my brother. Very plain, very straightforward. You get the information across. But unfortunately, with English, when you say the word holding, we think of hands. So if the wolf has hands and is holding your brother, fine. But you could say something different like, I can see the wolf's teeth clutching his shoulder. Okay? Or you could say, I could see the wolf latched to his leg as he fell. You could use more evocative imagery, saying, I can see a big wolf holding my brother. Well, holding his hand, holding his shoulder, holding giving, is this the big bad wolf, or is this a friendly doggy? You can make that. It's, yeah, big wolf hug. Yeah. So again, you got the information. I No first draft is too rough. Okay, if this was the very first draft, you put it all down. Great. Now you can go in and think about it, and you can say, okay, how can I make this more visceral? Because you're talking about lucid dreaming, and the idea of lucid dreaming. So you already know that this is a dream, so it's okay to be a little scattered. It's okay to jump from thought to thought to thought, instilling the panic of a dream. Um, you know, yeah. Okay. So now wakes up. With this, I am waking up. I feel tears going down my cheeks. But even if this is a dream, I can't leave my brother to die. Yeah. I am closing my eyes and I am determined to save my brother. I am lucky and I really get back to my dream. I approach the wolf and start to talk to him. Okay, start. So we do have some verb issues here. But again, first draft, it's okay. I sense the intelligence in his eyes. I am starting. Okay, this is very present tense. I really don't like the present tense, but I think it's okay if that's the vibe you're going for, where it's lucid dreaming, it's very present. You just need to make sure that you stick with the tense very tightly. Um, like I am starting to see him, not as as I speak, he is growing. So you are trying to be consistent there, and that's good. You prefer writing in first person, mostly present, past. Okay. As I speak, he is growing. He is still holding my brother, but not as hard as in the first moments. I start to apologize for our actions, that we are just visitors in his domain, his territory. After a few minutes of dreaming and trying to convince him to release my brother, he really does release him. Okay, so you don't need to say that twice. After a few minutes of daydreaming, my attempts to convince him work and he releases my brother. Um, we walk with the other people to their homes. It is a cave behind a waterfall, and they start explaining what's going on. That they are colonists on a different planet. That mostly forests. That is mostly forests, and the wolves are the intelligent race that evolved here. Okay. All right. So here we start the sentence here, and then we end the sentence here. All right. So the idea is the location where they hide is a cave in the waterfall. First idea. They explain what's going on. Secondly, idea. They're colonists on a planet. Third idea. The world is mostly a forest. Fourth idea. And the wolves are the intelligent race that evolved here. 5 ideas. You have 5 ideas here in one sentence. Now, breaking those 5 ideas into 5 separate sentences will lengthen the piece considerably. But I would recommend you have are all 5 of those things important to know? Maybe, probably, I don't know. But it gets hard to read when you try to shove so much information into a single sentence. See you, oncoming shower. Have a good one. Okay, they travel around the planet as they live and hunt. Okay, the wolves. Because, okay, again, see, here's another reason why you want to have that single idea. They travel. Well, is the travel the colonists or the wolves? Or wolves? Wolves. Okay? So I don't know who the they is referring to. Right. Okay. So it does refer to the wolves, but see, there could be an argument or some of that ambiguity. They okay. I dream on for some time. I'm doing what they wanted, and the longer I speak to the wolves and offering them services that the colonists can offer them, the more I feel sorrow. It starts to remind me something from the past, like history repeating itself. I feel sorry for the wolves, sorrow for the wolves, that through these deals I am killing them. Not now, not in hundreds of years, but by the end there will come a moment I wish that after I saved my brother, I left. I woke up and just let the dream disappear. Okay. Let me just turn on the timer. Hmm. Yeah, it is a fascinating dream. Okay, I do think that you have a good start here. If you were to continue this and if you were to fix this, this is excellent flash fiction. Okay, flash fiction is an entire story under a very limited point of limited word level. So I would recommend, if you want to take this, it would be a good thought experiment in editing. You did mention before that this is the first and only draft. You know what? I think it would be worthwhile to take a second round or a third round at this and go through the process of editing your works so you feel good about it. Yep. Bye, Deslicat. So I think it would be a good idea to go through this. Combine the sentences so that you can get the pacing faster. Break up the sentences that are trying to do too much. Be more visual. This reads right now as a checklist. There was a forest. I'm walking through the forest. Then I see a person that I know. It is my brother. If you could really get more into the visual, when I mean with the oh, I mean so because with what you have, you could um are you a visual dreamer? Are you a color dreamer? Are you um I mean I don't know. I just think you know I think it would be a wonderful exercise for you as a reader, a writer, to go back and edit this down a lot. You have many vivid dreams. The less I write, the more I have these dreams. Okay, so if you know if you have a sense of confusion, well, I'm not exactly sure what that was. It was a splash of thing. It flashed past me. You could get a lot more evocative in your descriptions in the lucid dream. That I think would be cool. The less you write, the more I have these dreams. Wow. Yeah. Good luck with that. Okay, so I'm gonna stop this here. We've been going quite a bit on this. Uh, really well done for a first draft. Now the work needs to happen to edit it. Please, just for yourself, rewrite this and just take that next step because we learn the most when we finish things. It's easy to write a first draft. It is nightmarishly hard to edit that first draft. But it's through the process of editing our own work, learning the process, that we then learn how to write things better the first time. You know, oh, sorry. Just please, as a favor to me, um, I would really recommend that you do the hard work that is required to edit this and go forward and bring it back. I'd love to read a second version.